So hello guys, I am Parthiv Banerjee and I am participating in the Make a Tool contest from Instructable 2025 and this is my entry. This is DrishtiY and so I'm going to show you how this works in the demo video, which is this one. So for this one I am going to use the first method, which is not actually the main method. The second method is the one which will be used in a actual practical example. So in the main example, that is the main process, the USB headphone will be linked to the Pi 0W. That is actually the main one, because obviously in the first method the output is sent to a computer or a mobile device where the object is played, where the audio is played, but you don't carry a computer everywhere or a mobile everywhere. So that is more accessible, and that is the main, that's why. But in this I'm using this method in the demo video so that you guys can hear the output well, output audio, because OBS Studio directly records that from my PC. So this is the setup. The IP address of the ESP32 cam I have opened up here, right? So you can see the view, and for testing it I will be using this view, right, which is there. So this is the putty screen. Let me maximize it, and if I run python main.py, let's hope no error comes. Yeah, and of course no error comes. So while pointing at it, right, while pointing at it, let me press the button. This is the view again, and once I press the button, the wget has started. Now the image view feed has been transferred to the Pi 0W, and it's sending it to Gemini. The time is a bit more than usual, because there are a lot of time dot sleeps in the code to remove any errors. And now Gemini is processing the image. Right now the
Okay, you're
output is
pointing
there.
at a picture that's a bit blurry and has some technical distortion, but I'll do my best to describe the scene to you. Imagine an indoor space, perhaps a room with a very simple and somewhat muted color palette. On the left side of the image, taking up about half the space, is a large plain area that appears to be a light-colored wall, maybe off-white or a very pale soft gray. It looks smooth and bare without any pictures or features. Moving towards the right side of the picture, you can see what looks like a piece of furniture, most likely a chair or part of a bench. Viewed from the side, it has a sturdy dark wooden frame forming clear straight lines like a backrest and an armrest. Inside this wooden framework, there's a darker upholstered section, probably a seat or back cushion that looks like dark fabric, perhaps a deep grey or black. It seems to be facing slightly away from us, so we're looking at its profile. Now there's something important to mention about the quality of this image itself, not necessarily the scene. Across the upper right half of the picture, especially over the top of the chair, there are many prominent horizontal brightly colored lines: blue, orange, yellow, white and black. These are technical glitches like static or interference, making that part of the image very distorted and difficult to see clearly. They don't appear to be part of the actual room, but rather a flaw in the photograph. At the very bottom left corner beneath the pale wall, there's a dark horizontal band that could be the floor, a dark skirting board, or perhaps a shadow. So to sum it up, you're pointing at a blurry, somewhat damaged photo of what seems to be a simple light-colored room with a dark wooden and upholstered chair in it, seen from the side with a lot of digital noise covering the top right.
Okay, so a couple of things that has to be noted, right? Let me show you why was the output like that. So this was what the thing was saying. So you see these lines which are coming from the wireless distortion, right? These rainbow lines, you can say, right? So why are these coming? So these are for some wireless issues or something in the camera sensor. Let me show you, right? This is the ESP32 cam, right? So the sensor may also have some problems. That's why it was saying that is distortion, digital distortion. But it correctly identified everything regarding the room lighting, the room color palette, and the chair. It even described, oh my god, my arm. So it even described the pillow. So yeah, the voice is a bit bad, I agree, but that's because I'm using a Pi 0W, and maybe some of the voices aren't up to date, but this is a great um, journey of a project for me. I learned a lot of things during these, like how to, um, do these complex tasks on such a tiny SBC. So it has been a great journey. Thank you guys. It has worked more or less perfectly today, and it will. Maybe DrishtiY V2 will come really soon with improvements like offline mode, where instead of using Gemini, we will just use a object detection model of Cafe or something. Then the obviously the text to speech can be better. The other things are also mentioned in the document, I think. So thank you guys. This is me and DrishtiY signing off.